Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Guess what? I'll be giving you back-to-back updates on Twist of Fate new season on this channel. You will receive daily updates of Twist of Fate. Prachi burns the fake divorce paper and blows the ashes on Rhea. It shocked you. If you have been following me, you would have seen the last update I dropped. Prachi exposes Pallavi, Aliyah and Rhea's plan. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Rhea asked Prachi to leave the house and showed her the signed divorce papers. Prachi says, "How did my signature came on these papers?" and says even the court shall know how I signed, and tells them that her weapon is like her marriage, which can't survive in front of her. She says whoever wants to destroy my identity, their own identity will be destroyed. She says she will do the same thing with the papers, which is done with the useless papers. She is about to burn it. Aliyah says, "Stop! Nobody has cheated you. The papers are genuine." Prachi says, "I am taking Rhea's test. Let's see if these papers pass the test." She burns the papers, keeping it on the lamp. Aliyah shouts, "Prachi!" Dida smiles. Prachi says, "It is burnt. Your truth can't pass this test. And your dream to throw me out from here became just a dream." She picks the ashes of the papers and blows it on Rhea. She says, "I don't care where to throw it." She says she is done with today's drama and says their lie can't stand by her, and asks her to accept her defeat. She says, "Just like I have destroyed your fake papers, I will wipe off your illegitimate relations with my husband." She asks her to get habitual to defeat, as Prachi Kohli came in your life and says everything will happen. Whatever has not happened. Dida smiles and appreciates her in her heart. Rambia thinks she is too good, and she is right. She doesn't need my help. She can do anything alone. She says you need some strength and that's why you did this. Rhea says you have lost the test series and says the tour of Kohli house is over. She says you can be kicked out for signing these papers. She says, "I don't need fake confidence. I get confidence from this family." She says that was not the original papers, but Xerox copy. Oh my God. Prachi burns the photocopy. Oh my God. She asks, "What do you think that I will roam with the papers on which I got your sign by cheat?" She says it is kept safely in the locker and says you can't even see or touch it with anyone's help too. She blows on the ashes and says it is your dreams' ashes which you burnt. Rhea asks if she will go by herself or after thrown out of the house. She says, "I will speak to my lawyer," and goes. Prachi is in shock. She goes and looks at the papers and says Prachi did a big mistake by signing on these papers and can't stand in front of me. Shahana keeps eyes on her. Rhea says it is like my marriage certificate and I feel peace. She says Prachi's life is locked here, which will open on my sayings. Shahana hides. Rhea thinks she will not tell anyone about these papers and doesn't want anyone to see it. Prachi comes to her room and finds Shahana sitting. Shahana tells that she had gone out through the windows, but the main gate was closed. She says that she saw how she was fighting and burnt the papers. She says something went in her eyes and went from there. She says then she saw Rhea keeping the papers in the locker. Prachi thinks of Rhea's words. Rambia tells that this is not right. I don't know how Prachi signed and tells that Rhea will stoop low to defeat her. He says, if I help Prachi, then I will lose my family. Dida says, but you will get Prachi. Ranbir says, Prachi herself don't want my support. He says, she tells me clearly always, but I get happy as she's near me. We are in the same house, but we are not together. He says, if she don't love me, then it's okay, but I will not force her to love me. Dida says she loves you a lot, but doesn't express it. He says she's hiding something else from me, and also her feelings. He says until she tells me what is in her heart, you will not tell her about my feelings. Dida says it will be too late then. Ranbir says she will decide what she wants to do. He asks her to promise that she will not tell anything to Prachi. Dida promises him that she will not tell whatever they talked, but she will express her feelings to her. Shahana asks what to do now. Dida says, even you shall cheat and defeat her. Shahana says, even you? Dida says, I want to unite Prachi and Ranbir. Shahana says, even I want it. Prachi says, I came here to get my rights. Dida asks, how will you get your rights until you get your husband? She asks, did you want his wealth, property, or name? Prachi says, no, and says, I don't want his love and name. Dida says she lies whenever she says she is Ranbir's wife. Prachi says, I can't say that after signing the admittance paper. Shahana says they shall get the papers from Ria's locker. Dida asks how. Shahana says she has an idea and says just like Ria spiked Prachi's drink, we shall spike her drink and take keys from her. Dida asks if you are from Oshapo and asks, do you think Ria will drink something from our hands? She says she gave the photocopy to Prachi cleverly. Shahana asks Prachi to do something. Prachi says she shall get the papers even if she has to burn the house. Dida and Shahana ask Prachi not to burn down the house. Dida says she has an idea. They will raid the Kohlis and disguise as men. Dida asks if both are ready and says Kohli house shall be raided by 2 men with mustache, which will be you and Prachi, and you will go to Ria's room and get the papers. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.